Hi guys, my name is Tafadazwa. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm 21 years old. I started learning about forex trading in March 2022, and it has been a difficult journey because I've been moving up and down, but I haven't seen a mentorship that was good enough to take me to a different level in terms of my understanding of the markets. I was a very impatient trader before I joined IPDA. I was a very impatient trader. I was very inconsistent. I was a haphazard trader, and I think it stemmed from the fact that I did not have an understanding of why the market is doing what it's doing. I honestly did not have enough knowledge to tackle the markets. So whenever I approached the markets, whenever price was going my direction, after I entered the trade, I would get out of the trade quickly, too early. Sometimes I would enter too early, and everything, the other stuff that happens to inconsistent traders. So all of that would happen to me, and it would be it was the fact that I did not have an understanding of proper knowledge in terms of my markets. So I met Chris on Instagram, and I engaged with Chris, and I joined IPDA. So after joining IPDA, I can really feel the difference. I can tell the change on my own. I can feel it inside me that my trading is now on a whole different level. It's 1,000 times better than it was 5 weeks ago, because I've been in IPDA for only 5 weeks right now, and I'm on a whole different level. So previously I would just sit down on the charts, because I have an opportunity to trade both London and New York City. So I would just sit down on the charts and I would trade each and every swing I see, because I did not have enough knowledge to understand why is the market moving the way it is. Where is it coming from? Where is it going? Why is it doing this? So I did not have answers to all those questions, and so it showed itself in terms of my journals and everything else. They were just poor. And after I joined IPDA, I can now I now understand why is the market doing what it's doing. Why is it moving the way it's moving? Where is it going? Where is it coming from? And I understand that most of you who are going to be watching this video, they are in the stage I was a while ago, where you just go there and you do not know what you are looking for. You are confused and you are everywhere. You just put lines on the charts and everything is happening. You do not really understand what is really happening in the markets. After you put an order block, you don't really know that why should price react at that order block. Because those are honest questions that we really need to be answering ourselves, to be asking ourselves. Why should price react after it sees an order block? Why is that line significant in terms of price? Why is this going to happen there? And most of you who are going to be watching this video, you do not understand why you do certain things. You don't understand why you put that line on the chart, and it's not your fault. It's the fact that you do not have enough knowledge to understand. You don't have enough knowledge and understanding to understand why it is really happening. And all that stuff is offered at IPDA, because before I was in those shoes, and now I can see things from a macro perspective. I can see things from outside the box, like everything in the market is happening inside the room, and I can see it from above. You understand? Because I've been taught how the market really books. I don't care what is really going to happen next, or what is. I understand already what is happening. I understand why it's doing what it's doing, where is it coming from, where is it going, and it's all because of Chris. And I think that's where Chris differs. IPDA differs from many other mentorships. Many other mentorships teach you a strategy or a model that if this happens, then you this will happen, and this and that, you get your 1:3 in something like that. And that's where it differs with IPDA X, because IPDA X teaches you how the market really books. It teaches you why is the market doing what it's doing, and you understand something before it even happens, because you have a deeper understanding of how the market is really operating. So after I joined IPDA X, everything has changed, and Chris is always there. Is someone who has a special gift in terms of explaining difficult concepts and making them easier to understand to the average individual. Because most of us, we can watch videos from ICT stuff on YouTube and come there even worse without understanding things to the level that is required for you to use those things. So Chris has a special way of taking highly complicated things and making them easier and palatable to the average individual. And he's a special way of delivering those things and dishing out information to people. And I'm an example of it. I really did not understand what ICT was saying when he was teaching his concepts, but after having the explanation from Chris, I understand things on a whole different level right now. And Coach Vision is also always there to answer your questions. Every single week there is a Q&A, and it has really helped me grow as a trader, because you have a platform each and every week. Because after you are studying your videos, you write down your questions, and each and every week you are given a platform to answer to ask your questions, and they are answered. Even without the Q&A, you can just go into their DMs, and they are going to answer you, because they are passionate about their stuff, and you really get the answers to your questions, and you always come out of the conversation with a win, because you always have a much more deeper understanding of what is really happening in terms of price action than what you came into the conversation asking about. So I think that is a very, very, very special gift that both of them have, and I really, really recommend IPDA X to anyone who's going to enter there. And to those who are looking for the final place to just sit down, be calm, and develop and grow as a trader and learn new stuff, I think IPDA X is the final place you need to be, because everything that you need as a trader, in terms of technicals, in terms of psychology, in terms of blueprints of how a trader functions, what it means to be a trader, how to be a trader, everything is offered, everything is given in IPDA X. And I am very, very appreciative of the fact that they offer a holistic approach, because most mentorships, they just give you, for the focus more on technicals, and some are starting to bring psychology, but it's not on the level that you have a professional psychology coach, someone who's just there to teach you about psychology. We have a psychology coach in IPDA X, and he has really helped me in terms of elevating my psychology. I'm now I'm not there yet, but I'm now basically emotionless when I am trading the markets. Right now I'm recording this video. I have not taken a trade today, but I know what's happening in the markets. You understand? And it's not painful, because I know on Monday I'm going to have a setup, because I now understand why the market books, and I understand that I don't need to be trading each and every day, because that's one of the most dangerous things that's happening there. We want to trade every day when actually we do not have the knowledge to be trading. So it's very, very, very helpful to have a psychology coach, and IPDA X is a psychology coach, and he has helped me very, very much in terms of my understanding as a forex trader and my growth. And everything is going to be delivered. The food in the food, that means the technical stuff and everything, is going to be laid on the table. Yours is to eat and digest the stuff and really understand what you have been taught. Everything is going to be set, everything is there, and take my word for it, because I am someone who has entered the markets, and I was really skeptical about the fact that will this really work out. And I'll be honest with you, I've only been in IPDA X for 5 weeks, and I tell you honestly, 125% whatever percent, that what the knowledge that I have gained in IPDA X for the 5 weeks I have been in IPDA X is far much more greater, a million times greater than the knowledge I have learned ever since I started learning about forex trading in March 2022. It's on a whole different level. I've gained more in terms of anything, in terms of technical analysis, in terms of psychology, in terms of my confidence. Everything else is on a whole different level after I joined IPDA X. So to those who are struggling, who meet the criteria, who meet the person that I was describing myself as, in the previous parts of this video, I highly recommend you to join IPDA X. It's a very transformative experience. I experienced it, and I know I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not yet that profitable yet, but I can now see that I've grown. You can feel growth when you see it, and I have seen that I have grown as a trader, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm very, very thank you, and I really, really, really encourage anyone who is going to see this video to enter IPDA X. Join IPDA X, and you see that your trading is going to shoot to a whole different level within a very, very short period of time. Thank you.